Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Handoff here from the shotgun. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
This offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Some strong run defense there makes it 2nd and 10 now from the 25. To throw, it's Knight. Quick completion to the tight end. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
Big moment early in this playoff game. They face a 3rd down on the opening drive. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Bringing pressure. Catch made across the middle by the running back. Tackle made, but a big play all the way to the 48.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a 3rd down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. He's got the 1st down and still motoring. Oh, but he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Georgia, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. From the gun. They get it down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Boy, good job up front by this offensive line, and a nice job by the back of finding that hole to pick up the 1st down. And honestly, Chris, this is what I think about when I think of Oregon. I know the uniforms and the flash and the dash and all the different things that people associate with this program. This is what I think about. Toughness, ability to run the ball when they have to pick up 1st downs, and they did it right there.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain in that play.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
He's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun now on third down. Looking for a man deep down the middle. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Look out, he's in the clear. He's at the 50. And he steps out of bounds after a great return. What a pick. Sets up the offense in great position.
Chris, the quarterback here just simply puts the ball up into the air to give his wide receiver a chance to high point the ball. But the defender does a good job of stepping in front of him and going up to bring.
And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. He steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run phase, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Increasing out motion from the offense. The pass rush gets home.
If you're going to be able to play in the SEC and be a dominant team, you have to have defensive linemen like this right here. We've seen that from Georgia over the years. They've been incredibly blessed to have defensive linemen that can hold up against the run, also have the ability to do this right here, which is pressure the quarterback and come up with those sacks.
So here comes third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Pressure is coming. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
He knocks it through with confidence.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession pick on the very first play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Because I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Tackle, but first down.
Chris, a really good job here by this back to be able to find that hole and pick up the yards for this first down. And boy, Georgia's had some good backs over the years, and this young man is living up to that tradition today.
They try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Here's the second down play. Back to pass. It's Knight. He's running out of time here. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Big shot downfield here early in the game. Couldn't quite connect, but Even on an incompletion, these deep shots do a good job of keeping those safeties back and can open up other aspects of this offense.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Delivers quickly to the left side. And this pass is caught. He'll be brought down at the 46. Good enough for a first down. This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Ball handed off. He's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Second down after that previous play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Going for a big play downfield. And the deep shot falls incomplete. But wait, there is a flag on the play, so we'll check that out. That stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. Getting set. Here's second down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
First down, looking to throw the football. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. Breaking free at the 35. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 28.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. It's a shotgun run call. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. Well, Kirk, it's Georgia on top so far. You reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Using his legs here. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
Nice job of this defense taking away the primary receiver, even the second and third option. But the quarterback's legs are the difference. They almost kept him short, but instead, he gets that first down.
This offense trying to get going has put together a positive drive here in the second quarter. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Back's got it again. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ducks.
Well, that's That's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And he knocks through the PAT. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. First down and more. He's still running. Ball carrier steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line there. They were able to pave the way for that first down.
First down now at the 48. What a difference one play can make from being backed up to out near midfield. On the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. Tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Looking right, this one caught. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Looking to pass. It's Knight. Looks like he's going to run it. He stopped just short out of the 2, but an excellent run.
Hello, Mr. Defensive Coordinator. You may want to account for the quarterback. Are you kidding me? A quarterback scramble for this many yards? You got to make adjustments. Account for this guy's legs.
He fights in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Dutch powerful offense is back on the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. Either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
They'll look to throw it here on second down. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And a nice gain there in the scramble. He saw an opening and tried to get there with his legs.
That's what I really love about this quarterback. Looks downfield, everybody's covered. Instead of just throwing this ball away, he's got the athletic ability to make this defense pay for it by picking up some good yards.
They're going to throw for it on third and short. He makes the grab. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
You know, third down, the key to me is the offensive line, the pass protection, because you know that you're going to throw and the defense knows that you're going to throw. It's a matter of can you protect your quarterback and give him the time, and then can the receivers win on the outside? They're able to do that, move those sticks. It's a first down.
So a positive play, Kirk, with the crossing route. This is the defensive communication the coaches were worried about in this game.
Yeah, it really is a challenge in this call. When the offense goes with that deep crosser, that defense has to do a good job of communicating, really keeping their head on a swivel and understand who's coming into their zone. That time they just lost the receiver and they gave up a big gain.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Nice job here by this back picking up the first down and living up to the legacy that they have in Eugene. There have been so many good backs. I mean, the list goes on and on, but right off the top of my head, you got to start with Kenyon Barner and Michael James and throw in DeAnthony Thomas. What a golden era it was for the Oregon Ducks when it came to running backs. They're still trying to live up to that to this day.
Been a really solid drive, but now a challenge here coming up on 2nd and 13. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. On the run, he'll let it go. Pump over the middle. It's Knight. Tackled right after the catch. The offense is now in the red zone. The Ducks will have 1st and 10 here. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon. Of course, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Not fielded cleanly. It's a loose football. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Looking to throw. It's Knight. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. It's caught on the left side for a huge gain. Finally tackled down at the 17-yard line. Now this offense in great scoring position. Send the back in motion. Here comes a throw from the red zone. On the move now. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. That's going to be incomplete. A 1st down drop here in the middle of the field.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Let's a fly to the wideout. Caught near the goal line. Brought down with the completion. Moves the ball down to the 4. Great start for this offense. 3 plays and suddenly it's a 1st and goal. Here's the handoff. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Chris, this guy just continues to find ways into the end zone. Combination of great play calling and outstanding execution. This back is going to be a primary talking point for the opposing defense at halftime.
And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. First play of the drive, they look to the right. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Short pass finds the tight end. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
play zone coverage, and the quarterback is patient. This is a tough play to defend. Nice job of waiting for the receiver to get into the window and then making an accurate throw.
Looking to pass here on second down. Looking for his big tight end. Catch is made down the middle. Timeout is called. A duck strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offense coordinator is doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
And the Ducks will crank up the tempo. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have first and goal now. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Here's the handoff, first and goal. They keep feeding the running back, but he's had nowhere to go tonight. They've been dominant at the line of scrimmage. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Second down, looking to throw it. Moves out of the pocket. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Risky throw here on second down. You know, small spaces down here can be an issue for any quarterback. Very interested to see what they call here on third down coming up.
Now a crucial third down and goal. Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
Boy, this guy is so much fun to watch. Here, not even on a design QB run, able to create, use his legs, threaten the defense with his arm, and eventually off the scramble gets into the end zone. Great play.
So they'll try to add the lead now in the PAT. The PAT puts them up 3. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. So not much time left before halftime as they begin this possession here. Can he make something happen? To throw, it's Knight. The pass rush closing in. Quick throw to the left side, and it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
They'll give it to the back. He'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Dogs will kick this away to start the second half. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Is back out on the field. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Using his legs on the scramble. And the junior decides to pick up the first down himself.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Offense will set up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Defense is coming after him. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Boy, nice completion here by this Oregon offense to be able to show you it's not just about the quarterback's ability to run. Often you associate that with that Oregon quarterback, right? That dual threat guy that can run it. Do not forget about their ability to throw the football out in Eugene. Think about Darren Thomas, the career that he had. He started for a few years, took his team all the way to the national championship, made some big throws, and Justin Herbert. Of course, enough said, we see it every NFL Sunday what he can do. Four-year starter for the Ducks. We're still seeing these Ducks quarterbacks being able to throw the football.
Second down after that run on the previous play.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
With 1st and 10 here. They'll hand it off. Fighting off the defender. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
He escapes the pocket. The pass is incomplete, but a flag is down on the field. Let's see what this is all about. So that offensive penalty will be declined by the defense. They're happy to take the result of that play. They come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive going. Can the defense get a stop here? Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. 3rd down, out of the shotgun. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
The offense takes a big shot here downfield. I thought they may have a chance, but the defender makes an unbelievable play to get a hand on the ball and knock it away.
The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. This will be a long-range attempt, 51 yards out. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50-plus.
So no return here. He takes it in the end zone to begin the drive at the 25. Georgia offense is back out on the field. Looking to throw. It's Knight. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a 1st down.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Grab down the middle. It's Reed. And the second effort there will earn him the 1st down. Looks like a man is down in the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Ball handed off. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Looking to throw here. Catch made on the left side. Muscles past the defender. Again, now it's another broken tackle. And finally tackle him down at the 2-yard line. What a play on the completion.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
Direct snap to the back. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia. It's an easy job for the play caller, right, Kirk? They can't stop the running back, feeding the ball, scores again.
Yeah, I came into this game really thinking we'd see more from this quarterback and all these wide receivers that they have, but instead, it has been the back. And as a smart play caller, you just keep going back to the guy with the hot hand.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's tackled just short of the 25. Comes back out on the field. They were fortunate to get points on the last possession because of a long-range field goal. Quarterback looking to scramble. Great swings at the 40. They finally get him down, but that is a huge play. Quarterback doing it with his legs.
Huge chunk play here by the quarterback, keeping the ball himself, rips off some nice yards. And my question is, Chris, where's the defense? Where's the pursuit? This guy has the ability to hurt you and hurt you in a big way with his legs. The defense may be underestimating the speed that he has.
This offense is rolling at the moment. It's first down and 10. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He dumps it off to the tight end. Oh, and he fumbles. And the defense comes up with the football.
Well, that's why you do ball security drills almost every single day in practice. You just can't put the ball on the turf like that. We'll give credit to the defender for the hit, because that's what caused the fumble.
And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. The shotgun handoff here.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
To throw, it's Knight. Quick throw to the left side. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
What will the call be on third and long now from the 44? Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Contact as he let the ball go. Oh, he makes the catch. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
Clear movement before the snap, and it'll be a false start. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down here for this offense. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving his running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Oh, and a chance there for a game-changing interception. Couldn't quite come up with it. Sets up third down now.
I love the idea of this quarterback just continuing to give his guy a chance. Already making multiple plays. Why not put it up in the air and give him a chance to get in the end zone one more time?
Goes to his right side there for the completion.
Chris, this is somewhat of a surprise to me. These guys have been great on third down all year long. Top 25 in the country. but just not enough on this one. You got to think they wish they could get that route back to run it past the sticks.
You need a yard here on 4th down to keep this drive alive. Defense bunching at the line, showing blitz. Design quarterback run. Makes the first down, but Casey plays big hit though at the end.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the time runs down here in the 3rd quarter. Well, Kirk, it's Georgia on top so far. As we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Knight. Tries the right with a quick throw. Tackled at the 5-yard line. Now it's 1st and goal right there.
Oh, that one really hurts for this defense. They get these guys the 3rd down, a chance to maybe get them off the field, and they give up a 1st down late in the game.
Touchdown, Dogs. This offense is still clicking.
And this running back's going to show you he can be a receiver as well. He's just not back there running the football. Nice job of showing that versatility. Pulls it in and gets 6.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Got behind him after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. Last possession, they fumbled it away, and it set up a touchdown drive. And they back. Looking deep down the right side. He hauls it in down inside the 30.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big game for this offense.
So the big chunk play has the offense already in field goal range with a fresh set of downs. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Looking to scramble. He lets it go on the move. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. He's looking to scramble. He gets the first, now looking for more. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
The offense really clicking here. 3 plays, and suddenly it's 1st and goal. Caught in the backfield. It's Knight. Touchdown, Oregon. Still no answer for this offensive machine. That score makes things a lot more interesting here in the 4th quarter with a spot in the national championship game on the line.
This feels like a playoff game now. You can see it on the guys' faces. That was a momentum punch. Now the focus shifts to the opposition. Can they march down and answer?
The ball is out. He's going to get it. The offense able to fall on the football. Lucky to maintain possession there. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
They lose 3 in that play, so now it's 2nd down and 13. Important play coming up. Looking downfield, it's Knight. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion. As the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety. He's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
Player moved a little bit too early to false start. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Important play right here. Close game, 4th quarter, 3rd and long. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Quick throw to the left. What a catch!
Well, the defense gets these guys to 3rd down. They get a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the 1st down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
I can see what the quarterback's trying to do here, Chris, and he gets the completion, but just no gain. There's just no room to go after the catch.
Back to throw again. Tries to get it to the running back. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Tackle is made, but that's good for a 1st down of the 47. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. The Dogs pick up enough for a 1st down. Dropping back, it's Knight. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Hey, it's a gain, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Important 2nd down play coming up. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Grab near the sticks. It's Williams. Knocked out of bounds, but it's another big gain. This air attack, no problem moving the ball up and down the field today. The defense will spend their 2nd timeout here to make some adjustments. And the wideout goes in motion. Pounding away with the run game. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And a really solid drive, but now a challenge here coming up on 2nd and 13. Tight end goes in motion. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Here's a throw underneath to the back. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
How about the discipline of this defense here on 2nd down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's 3rd down.
9th play of the drive coming up. This is a tough 3rd and long. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. The defense desperate to get the football back, trailing here late. In the national championship game comes down to the final 2 minutes. Can the offense keep the football and bleed out the clock? Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Fires it to the wideout. Receiver makes the catch on a comeback route.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to it.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And now the stage is set for this season's ultimate college football game. We will see you at the National Championship. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.